Greetings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the monthly tarot scopes for March 2022. Okay, this time I've done something a little bit different. I do have all the tarot scopes in one video, but I will have timestamps down below so you can jump straight to your zodiacs if you aren't into listening to all of them. It's all good. It's okay. So if you find that it does not resonate, please watch the videos also for your sun, moon, and rising for a more comprehensive look at what we have going on, all right? So I'm going to jump straight into it, guys. So for Libra, we have career, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money, we have the Page of Coins here. So if money has been coming in a bit slow, you can expect for things to kind of pick up. And it may not be in the major way that you're wanting to yet, but it will be enough for you to make a difference and see a difference in your finances, okay? As far as career, you'll notice opportunities are popping up and coming along, all right? And this can be little side gigs coming in consistently, all right? But it will also depend on your consistency in whatever you are doing for that money, all right? So for health, we have the Two of Wands here. So that's saying that some of us had a little bit of a rough time in February with our health. And come March, we have the world in the palm of our hands. We have the opportunity and the power to change our health around and get to feeling better, getting our energy right, all right? And that is also fire in this card here. So I will also urge my Libras to make sure you are drinking enough water. That is going to help with insomnia, headaches, muscle aches, and a lot of little nitpicky things that have been going on. Hydrate, 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 all right? So for love here, we have the Four of Cups. So some of my Libras could be feeling a bit bored in your relationship, like everything is exactly the same every single day, okay? So it is up to you to kind of step out and turn it around, okay? Maybe you have to be the spark. Maybe you have to be the one to suggest something different. Step outside of the box. Don't say, oh, I want to go out to eat, or I want to go out to the movies. Say, let's go find a painting class where we all strip naked and slather each other in paint and roll around on a canvas and make a love painting. Do something fun and different, all right? So obstacles and challenges, we have the Six of Cups right here. Oh, the Six of Coins, please forgive me. We have the Six of Coins right here. So this is all about just making sure that you are sharing the burdens, okay? Make sure you aren't putting everything on yourself, and also make sure that you are not giving too much of yourself. Some of you are not accepting help when it's coming along, or you are not accepting opportunities when they are coming along because it's not coming along in the way in which you imagine it. But the universe is vast and very creative. Some of you are getting a return on some manifestations. It's coming and you are going to feel very balanced. You just have to open the door for it. All right? All right, Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, career, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money, many of my Geminis have been in an uncomfortable flux as of late, especially financially. You've been feeling like money hasn't been coming in the way you may have wanted it to. But these are swords, so that tells me that this is all mental, okay? Money and opportunity could come along more if you do more, okay? The ball is in your court. You have the power to create all of this stuff and make it come towards you. Not only are you talented, but you are very creative, all right? So use those tools in order to bring that money in abundance to you, because the opportunity and the skill is there. As far as career, some of you have been going through a shaky time at work, but you can expect that to be left behind. Either you are going to realize more stability and flow at work, or an opportunity for something even better can come along. But you can expect that you will not be in the same place and things will not stay the same. All right? So for health, we have the Eight of Wands here. So Gemini, now is the time for you to kick it into high gear to hit some of those health goals. Some of you have not altered your diet. Some of you are not working out, but you are wanting this health status, this body figure, and all of that you are not working for, okay? You got to move it, move it. You have to make it happen, all right? And you'll be feeling a bit fired up, and this could be surrounding like the weather changing and getting warmer, and you're wanting to get into sexier clothes and things of that nature, all right? So be on the lookout for people that are not only offering you helpful advice about your health, but people that are also willing to kind of partner up with you and make things happen, all right? All right, so for love, we have the King of Swords. So Geminis, this is the time where we are going to really set boundaries in love. We're going to get extremely clear about what we want, and we are going to reject everything that does not match, all right? So if you are with someone, you want them to have a certain personality and they do not have it, let them go, because you're not happy, okay? If you are wanting them to make some changes that they seem to show no intention of making, then you need to let them go. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting their time. This is the time to really set the standard and set the stage, okay? If you are in a relationship, right now is the time to really get clear about your communication and make sure you are being mature and calculated. Some of my couples also need to seek some couples therapy, okay? Some problems are bigger than you, and you need a third unbiased ear in order to help you get through whatever you're going through in the relationship, okay? And lastly, obstacles and challenges is the King of Wands. Some of you are bosses and you're afraid to be a boss. Some of you are sitting on really good ideas and you're not putting the energy into it to step into your bosshood, okay? And this is linked back to money. Scared money does not make money. Lazy money cannot make money, okay? So if you have a business idea that you started and stopped, fire it back up and move forward. Make it happen, all right? You have a path laid out in front of you that leads to prosperity, abundance, and happiness, but you have to be the boss. You have to step into that king energy and get out of your own way, all right? Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Let's get into it. Career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money, we have the Judgment card. That tells me as far as money matters, some of you are going to have to make a very important choice as to where to put your money and what to do with your money, because the failure to make the correct decision could put you in financial peril in a month of March, okay? This is also talking about basically you needing to lay some of your negative spending habits down, okay? You will definitely have enough money for everything that is necessary, but do not allow that to compete with things that are that you just want, okay? Make sure that you do not put yourself out in a negative way by making bad financial decisions, okay? And as far as career goes, and this partially goes back into money matters, some of you could be finally seeing some money that has been tied up in legalities. So let's say you have a business and you maybe applied for a loan a little while ago and it took a while due to some technicalities with paperwork or something. It got tied up. You can expect that to finally come to an end and that money to be released to you, okay? And this could be the same situation in general money matters. Money coming from legalities. All right. So we're moving on to health. Some of my Aquariuses have been dealing with some uncomfortable health issues lately. In March, you can find yourself finally getting back on the good foot and gaining some of your mobility back or some of your energy and vitality back. And this could in part be to you running across some very helpful information or a really good doctor, a good referral from somebody to a really good doctor. Some of you may have to travel for some of the health care that you're seeking, and what you're actually looking for could not be close, all right? So be on the lookout for that. So for love, we have the Knight of Wands. That tells me that some of my Aquariuses that are in long-term relationships, in couples, or even married could be experiencing a reignited flame in their relationship. If you are of an older denomination with your age, you may have noticed that something's kind of burned out, but in March that could be reignited and you could find yourself having that drive like you had when you were younger, again in love, okay? If you are a single person, this will be a month to really get out there and mingle and just really display a lot of confidence because people will be noticing you. So be on the lookout for a lot of DMs, text messages, or even emails, because you know people, they always find a way. Lastly, for obstacles and challenges, many of my Aquariuses are dealing with some residual depression and anxiety, okay? Fight the good fight and keep pushing forward. Do not allow those dark negative thoughts to come back because they will control you if you allow them to, okay? You have the strength and you are strong. Not to say that the problems are going to automatically go away, but just know that you are bigger than the problem and you can overcome them. All right? To my dear Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go ahead and get into career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. I'm not even going to hold you up because some of this is looking really good and I'm loving it. For career and money, we have the Chariot card. So what does that say? So for money matters, that says that you could finally be seeing some money that you have been wanting for a while. You can finally get a yes from that job that you've been applying to. And this job has probably rejected you once or twice, but you're tenacious, so you haven't given up yet. And my advice to you is don't give up because there is a yes right around the corner. As far as simple money matters, or general money matters, should I say, that Chariot card says if you're putting yourself out there for money opportunities, you will be receiving a lot of yeses. There is a big fat yes on a lot of checks and opportunities just for you. You, however, have to be tenacious and put in the work. Some of my Capricorns may even have to travel or work with someone from a distance in order to make this money happen. But it's a thing. It's gonna come through for you. So do not give up, okay? And also, some of my Capricorns have been kind of having to cut back and be kind of tight at the purse with money. But you can realize the big turnaround is happening in March. So you can go back to your regular habits and even indulge and splurge a little bit, okay? For health, we have the World card. So that is saying that some of you are coming full circle on a health journey. This is the month where you will realize results from some of the things you have been doing to get yourself better and healthier. Some of you may have to travel to a very far place to see a specialist to get one of your issues addressed, but it is a good move. So if you're wondering whether it's worth the time and the financial investment, yes, your health is prioritized and you will get a desired result. So for love, we have the Three of Wands. So for my single Capricorns, that is saying just be patient, all right? You will begin to see some movement on some manifestation in love that you have been working on. Some of you have been getting a lot of false flags, but do not allow those to deter you or speak negativity on your journey for love, okay? Because you will be getting that. If you are single and not looking for a relationship, this will be a time in which you are entertaining more than one person, but be careful not to get caught up in a three's company or a love triangle situation. If you are in a relationship as a Capricorn, my tongue was about to twist up there. If you are in a relationship as a Capricorn, right now is really the time for you to be on the lookout for third parties trying to interfere. And this is not even necessarily in love matters, but this is just people sticking their nose in your relationship thinking they know what's best. Do not allow people to interfere. Stand up and be vigilant and fiery about it, all right? So lastly, for obstacles and challenges, many of my Capricorns have been standing in their own way simply because they are projecting a lot of past heartaches and failures into their future. Now is not the time to really think about what had happened that one time or what happened way back when. Now is the time for you to really just drive forward. Take those swords out of your heart. Hold it high and let the sun shine, okay? The past is dead, it's gone, and it has no power over you, and you have a bright future ahead of you. All right, Capricorn, hope this helps. So, my dear Taurus, sun, moon, and rising, let's get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. Okay, so for career and money, we have the Five of Cups here. So that's saying, as far as career, Taurus, do not cry over spilled milk, especially if you are an entrepreneur. There were some mistakes that was possibly made in the past that you feel like you're still paying for in your business. Your job is to learn from those mistakes and not repeat them, okay? And move forward. There is a lot of prosperity and abundance on the other side of that accountability and acknowledgement. And you see right behind that figure on that card, there are two more cups there. But what we don't know, or what we don't see, is that what's in those two cups is far greater than what's been spilled. There's a great saying that goes, the things we leave behind are not greater than the things that lie ahead. And that's what is going on with this card as far as careers are concerned, and entrepreneurial ventures, really. In general careers, on the job, okay? If this is a job that you are planning on keeping and staying at, you cannot continue to complain about things that happened in the past. You either want to stay there or you want to leave. If you leave, there are opportunities on the other side. If you let it go and really embrace your position, there is a possibility for growth there. But you really have to commit yourself to the cup being half full. As far as money matters, Taurus, we know how you guys get. You're flashy, you like nice things, you really love to eat, and you don't always make the best financial decisions. And some of you are probably beating yourself up about that, but it is okay. Just learn and grow. There is a lot of money to be made, and there's a lot of money with your name on it. So move on, make your own way, and get your own money, okay? So for health matters, we have the Ace of Swords here. Some of my Tauruses will be cutting ties from negative behaviors that have impacted their health, as well as finally seeing sunshine after a long battle with a chronic illness, okay? You're finally on the other side. So really embrace this newfound health and take care of it. Do not allow yourself to sink back into detrimental habits that have been causing you unnecessary pain and suffering as far as your health is concerned. It's also time for some of you to really get into a new regimen. Break away from these old things that you are stuck on that have kind of turned you off from health. Seek something new and do something different. All right. So for love, we have the Hanged Man. Some of my Tauruses are hung up on things from the past that are no longer serving them. Now is the time to let go and move on. Life gets better and there are other fish in the sea. And if you were the one at fault, you need to evolve and do better. Okay. And some of you are feeling like you are tethered to something that happened in your past as far as love is concerned, and you are not. You are liberated and you are free, and you need to embrace and live, okay? Go be happy. And outside of that, in some of you guys' relationships, you are holding on too tightly and trying to control things that need not be controlled. These things are going to work themselves out on their own. So if you are one of the more controlling Tauruses, you need to take a step back if you truly want to be happy. Okay? And if you are a Taurus that is being controlled, you need to lift your voice up and really assert yourself and let it be known that you will no longer be controlled and you want to be happy and free. That freedom can happen inside of the relationship, but you really need to drive the point home with your partner. All right. So as far as obstacles and challenges, some of you are holding on to old people, old habits, old patterns, and old thinking habits. All right. You need to let all of those go in order to embrace the true happiness that you are seeking. Okay. It sounds like I said sinking, but I promise that I said seeking. My nose is a bit stuffy, guys, so I'm trying to fight through it. But besides that, You do have the freedom to embrace something completely new, but it's really hard to embrace something new when you're holding on so tightly to something old. Just let it go and do not allow these same things to control you throughout March 22. Things get better. And that's all I got for you, Taurus. All right, for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money, we have the Wheel of Fortune card. That's what I love to see. This talks about getting very lucky in a money matter, okay? So if there is a job or some kind of money thing that you are wanting to go after, but you're feeling like the odds are stacked against you, I really urge you to try your luck because things could really shift out in your favor. In career, you could have been silently vetted for a higher paying position, and it's going to kind of drop on you out of nowhere. Because, like I said, they've been watching you silently. So be on the lookout for a surprise promotion. If you are an entrepreneur, that Wheel of Fortune states that if you have been working for yourself and business has been looking kind of slow, you can expect that wheel to get rolling and business to really pick up. As far as money matters are concerned, period, things will look up and be a little bit better for my Virgos. You can expect that shift in luck to happen, okay? So for health, we have the Ace of Cups. That is a big overflowing cup of water. So automatically I will say to my Virgos, make sure you are drinking plenty of water. If some of you have been having skin issues, you could notice a great reduction in some of your challenges if you do increase your water intake. All right. As far as some of you that have been dealing with sleeping issues, the water could help as well. I'm getting real vibes that water is really going to be the answer to a lot of your health issues, whether they're minor aches or whatever could be going on outside of like big major health issues. This could be a great thing for you. And also, if you are dealing with a major health issue, this could be a month where you finally feeling a little bit better, or you get some good news regarding your condition, okay? So be on the lookout for that. So for love, we have the Three of Wands right here. If you are one of the single Virgos, this is basically saying a lot of people are looking at you and really calculating it how they're going to shoot their shot at you. If you are single and not looking, I feel like this was the case for another one of my signs as well. Now is the time to kind of get out there and have fun, but be on the lookout for getting yourself caught up in a love triangle or a tryst. Make sure that if you are casually dealing with someone, they are also in the know that it is strictly casual. All right. For my Virgos that are in relationships, make sure you do not allow outside vices to come and compete in your relationship. And this could come in a form of wanting to be out partying too much, overspending on money, or even porn, okay? So anything that can compete with the attention for your significant other. Make sure you do not allow any third party energy to come in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So for obstacles and challenges, we have the Emperor card here. So some of my Virgos have been dealing with some daddy issues, okay? If you feel like you are being controlled by your father, it's time to stand up to him and let him know that you are an adult and you can stand on your own and make your own decisions. Now, some of you are afraid to do that because you are very supported by your father, but it's all in the way you say it. You don't necessarily have to come off as disrespectful or anything like that. Just assert yourself. Outside of that, if there are any kind of child matters going on, and this could be surrounding child support or something like that, be on the lookout for complications that are not necessarily automatically favorable, but stick it out, okay? And some of you are just having all around issues with being assertive and making adult decisions. Stop relying on everybody else to make decisions for you, and also stop taking advice from people who are not in your shoes or do not understand the situation. All right. So Virgo, I hope that was helpful and I wish you a happy month. All right, for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So, for career and money here. So, in your career, you could find yourself in a position where you have less interaction with people. Now, if you are a people person, this could be kind of a detrimental thing. If you're on more of the antisocial side, this will be a great thing because you're able to, bask in your own energy and you don't have to interact with the public. And this could be on the flip side. If you are looking for a job that affords you more freedom, go ahead and go for it because that energy is looking very favorable. So, as far as money is concerned, right now is the time to kind of tread lightly. If you feel like you have been improving in your money management, continue to learn more, do more research, because I get the feeling that you are going to find something that really shows you how your money can work for you. All right? So, let's move on to health. We have the Page of Wands here. So, this is fire, so I have to say it. Make sure you are hydrating enough, okay? Some of you are still in the earlier stages of establishing a really good health routine, and I would encourage you to keep at it. Do not choose this to be the month for you to fall off, all right? March, that is your time to shine, so go ahead and be healthy and be bold about it. Enjoy it, okay? For love, we have the Five of Coins. This is going to be a time for you to really acknowledge the people that you love in your life that have been down with you through struggles. Or if it is just that significant other that has stayed with you through thick or thin, really make sure you are showing them appreciation because you do not want to push them away. And if this person has stuck around this long, it is also time for you to get deeper into the commitment, possible marriage. And this energy is looking very favorable because it seems to me that you haven't had very genuine people that stick around through it all. My Aries tend to be very charismatic and good-looking people, and you attract a lot of people that look really good and are fun and sexy, but none of them really stay or stay loyal and stay down. So just make sure that you do not make the mistake of letting someone slip away that is really good for you through thick and thin. So for obstacles and challenges, we have the Two of Wands here. So that's basically saying do not be afraid to explore options outside of your comfort zone. Some of you are kind of in a place right now where you're not necessarily comfortable, but you're scared to do anything different. So this could be a relationship where you're not necessarily supported, but you're comfortable. This could be a job where you're not necessarily growing, but you're making enough money to get by. It could even be health to where you're not necessarily happy with your body, but it could be worse, so you're just like whatever. Do not sell yourself short. Go big or go home. All right, Aries, that's all I got for ya. To my Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So it seems here in the career and money, a lot of you are very underwhelmed. In career, you are just literally getting by and you are like boo, boo, bored. But do not allow that to blind you from the great things that are coming. I'm seeing some really great opportunities coming along for Leos, and you will miss it if you're too caught up in the boring job that you have now, to where you fall into a comfort zone, or you're just scared to have to drive further or switch industries or something of that nature. Do not allow yourself to be tethered and just so committed to the negativity that you missed out on something positive. As far as money is concerned, many of my Leos are not quite comfortable right now, but you see that cup coming out of nowhere, something divine. Money opportunities will pop up. Just make sure you're on a lookout for them and also actively pursuing them because the energy is looking very favorable for something to work out for you. Okay? As far as health is concerned, some of you need to get up and move around. That Chariot card talks about moving, being active, okay? So make sure you are being active enough. And it's not good enough for you to say, oh, well, I walk around my house, or I have to climb a flight or two of stairs at work. Like, no, you need to be intentional. Like, get into a regimen in which you set time aside to walk or run. You need to be physically moving, all right? And you're going to feel so much better. And if you're on a weight loss journey, you will see the pounds literally start to melt away, all right? So for love, we have the Queen of Coins. There is a secret admirer that some of my Leos are having, and they are seeing you as someone that really has your stuff together. They see you as a go-getter, as well as someone that gives some really good loving. So if you are in a situationship, your significant other could possibly be feeling something more, or should I say your situation person could possibly be feeling something more and seeing you as someone more. All right. If you are already in a relationship, make sure you're showing a little bit of tenderness. Okay. Be a little bit more tender. You don't have to be so hard all the time. And if you are someone that's always kind of making mean jokes, say something nice every now and then. You don't always have to be mean or cap on your partner. Okay. Say something nice and sweet. And also, I get the feeling that some of my Leos in relationships are going through money issues, but some of these money issues are avoidable. So you make sure that you're not the one that's doing the excessive spending, and you need to sit down with your partner and create a budget, and you guys get on the same foot, because once that money comes together, that will eliminate a really big stress off of your relationship. Okay? And lastly, for obstacles and challenges, we have the Page of Coins. And so this is just basically saying, Leo, do not be resistant to making physical changes. And I feel like this kind of ties back into health. Get in there and get active. Now, you do not have to be out spending 2 hours walking or running. You know, start small. Maybe commit yourself to like a 20-minute walk, a walk in place, a jog in place. But those feet need to be lifting off the ground, and that heart rate needs to be getting up, okay? That commitment to yourself will open a portal within you in which you start thinking about you more, committing to yourself more self-care, putting yourself out there for more opportunities and more people noticing you. So not only is this a good commitment for yourself, but it's a good commitment for you to further your status in life in general. All right, Leo, I hope that was helpful. All right, now Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money here, we have the Hermit card. So some of my Sagittariuses could be reclaiming some financial independence this month, okay? That Hermit, he walks alone. He's able to stand alone, and he's been in the struggle for long enough, and he finally has this golden star. We could perceive that as money. So some of my Sagittariuses could be getting some money finally, or getting that financial independence back. And this is likewise when it comes to career and businesses, okay? So if you have been working a job and you've been wishing to branch out on your own, you could finally be presented with that opportunity to work independently and be your own boss, okay? So that's wonderful news. And additionally, in money matters, you could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to daunting financial matters, okay? So money instability is looking very likely for Sagittariuses this month, okay? So for health, we have the Two of Cups here, and being that that is a water card, I will urge you to make sure you are drinking enough water, my dear Sagittariuses. Okay, stay hydrated. And outside of that, you could be experiencing some balance coming back into your health, okay? I'm being really drawn to this caduceus. So if you have been kind of in limbo and trying to receive some good news about your health, that could definitely happen this month, to where you're feeling a lot more balanced in everything. If you feel like negative health matters have been putting a strain on your loving relationships, or a lot of things have been up in the air with your loving relationships, you can expect those chips to fall in a positive manner and things to kind of go back, you know, to a good place with your health. So also anything that you can do to make your health better, balancing yourself out, and that's going to be veggies and fruit and water and enough sleep, all of those things that keep your body in homeostasis. Okay, so that's going to be your main focus for health this month. So for love, many of my Sagittariuses are feeling bored in marriages and relationships, okay? But this could be a month that you're so busy and fired up that you don't even notice it, and it shouldn't really come up as an issue anymore. Also, you could have an opportunity to do something fun and outside of the box this month that could help your relationship, but just make sure you don't pass it up by being boring, okay? Because that could be, you know, you getting invited on a trip or out to a fun dinner or out to a date night, maybe a couple's date or something like that. This could be something that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but it's okay. Just do it. Do not miss the opportunity to add that fun and spark back into your relationship. If you are one of the single Sagittariuses, this is not a good month for you to really try to go forward and find anything, because you're not going to find anybody that really stands out to you, okay? You could find a really good friend that could turn into something more, but you really won't see any breadcrumbs that are leading directly to love this month. Okay, so this will be a really good month to focus on you and try to go find some fun stuff to do, fun single people stuff. So don't get hung up on anybody this month. Okay, so for obstacles and challenges, we have the Moon card. So many of my Sagittariuses are being discouraged about some things that are not going your way at the moment, but let me urge you, do not be disillusioned. Well, is that a word? Do not fall under disillusion in thinking that the way things are is the way that it will always be, because things are really turning. The wheel is really turning in a positive direction for you, okay? You have two major arcana, two minor arcana, and the minor arcana are both cups, so you can expect to feel a lot of relief and happiness and love this month, okay? There are no swords, there are no coins, and there are no wands. Not to say that there will not be work and all that going on, but you will see that there is just like a decrease in stress, all right? So as far as that obstacle and challenge go, I don't know if I completely followed through on that, but yeah, it's basically just looking on the bright side and looking forward to the better things that are on the way. Do not get caught up in the now. Alrighty, Sagittarius, I hope that this helps, and until next month. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what's shaking for your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges. So for career and money here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, I always love to see that Wheel of Fortune, because that means fortune is in your favor. Something magical can happen surrounding your money situation. So that being said, if you have been feeling like money has not been the best for you lately, in March, expect that change to happen, that turnaround to where you get back into that comfort zone with your money, or you see the money coming around in a way to now you can get back into your leisure activities and do fun stuff. As far as your career is concerned, if you have been at a job for a while, you can expect to be kind of vetted for a higher position or even a promotion. If you are an entrepreneur, that Wheel of Fortune says that the jobs are about to start rolling in, the business is about to start rolling in, and the money is about to start rolling in. So it's up to you to make sure you are actually ready for that, because it will take time, but the money will definitely be worth it. All right. So moving on to health, we have the Star card. So many of my Cancers, I get that some of you have been feeling a bit hopeless and unmotivated about your health. And this could be literally when it comes to exercising. Some of you have been kind of sedentary, laying around, sitting around, just going to work, coming home, snacking a lot, and not doing much of anything. You'll find that drive and fire this year that restores your hope for your health, of getting that dream body, reversing some of the little illnesses or ailments that you've been dealing with, and getting back to feeling 100%. So this energy is looking quite favorable for you. And above all, make sure you're drinking a lot of water, getting a lot of natural fruit juices, and getting a lot of your hydration from veggies as well. Veggies and fruit, with that being said. All right, so next, love, we have the Lover's card. So overall, I love to see it. In March, Cancer, you're going to love to be loved, okay? And you're going to be feeling the love. If you are in a relationship, this will be a great time for your relationship to blossom. If you are a single person, expect someone to come along showing you some grave interest. This could be someone that has been around for a while and you guys have been building up through friendship. Or this could be a love that kind of hits you like a hurricane. They come in and everything moves very quickly, but it's a good vibe. So be on the lookout for that. And lastly, obstacles and challenges. Cancer, make sure you're getting enough rest. Okay? If you are running yourself ragged, and this could be due to all of this influx that's about to happen in the career money area of your life, you could find yourself not getting enough sleep, keeping late hours, staying up late, or just being so amped up that, you're getting insomnia and you can't fall asleep. But make sure you're fighting through that. Drink some lavender tea, some chamomile tea. I would tell you to have some melatonin. And not that melatonin is bad, but the nightmares and craziness that it can make happen inside of your head while you're sleeping is something to think about. But I wouldn't say that it's a deal breaker. So make sure you're at least setting some parameters around your sleeping and honoring it. But overall, Cancer, I must say this is all major arcana. So this is a major month for you. So expect great things. All right. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's go ahead and get into your career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges for March. So for career and money, we have the Two of Swords here. So let's start with money. So some of you are thinking about making a money move, but you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you're kind of uncertain about more money coming through. To cover this money move that you're thinking about making. This gives me a feeling that some of you are very interested in investing, but you're concerned about how quick the return will come back from the money that you put into it. Basically, will the money that you invest be returned to your account in some other way before the money that you invest can actually yield something? So that's kind of your dilemma right now that you're going through. So being that this is a 2, my advice is to really plan it out. And if it's not feasible at the moment, do not gamble off your last to make an investment. Right now is not the time. Okay? So in regular money matters, some of my Pisces are really trying to get on a good foot, or you're not even sure where the next dollar will come from. But moving into 3s from a 2, that says that something will come through even if you can't see it quite yet, so remain hopeful. In your career, so in career, should I say, for my dear Pisces, some of you are really done with your current job and career. You're wanting to move on, but there is a nervousness about the security afterwards. My advice to you, again, is to plan it out. Start putting yourself out there and make sure you have something nice lined up, okay? For some of you, there is a dream job waiting on the other side of you leaving this current job that has you unhappy. Okay, if you are an entrepreneur, you could be experiencing some hiccups with money right now and business flowing into your company, but this is a very temporary thing that should ride itself out by the end of March. Okay. So moving on to health, we have the 8 of Cups here. That tells me that some of my Pisces need to leave some really unhealthy habits behind. Some of my Pisces are drinking when they should not be drinking, and it is not doing anything to help their health situation. Okay, some of you are literally not having enough water, and that is causing other health aggravations to occur in your body. Be mindful of that. Okay. Outside of that, some of you are overall walking away from negative habits that you know have caused current health issues that you're dealing with. Now, some of you will realize that reversing all of these negative things you do will reverse some of the negative experiences you've been having physically happen in your body. Okay? So for love, we have the World card. Usually this gives me more of happy vibes, but this World card is pretty much telling me that some of my Pisces are in very toxic relationships, okay? You keep going back and going around and around, and for some of you, it's because you have way too much access to this person. Some of you would really do good to get out on your own if you're living with a toxic person. Start putting things in motion to get your own place in your own space, and you'll get from under that fog of toxicity and see that you are actually able to be happy in love, or love yourself enough to be happy all by yourself. Okay? For my single individuals, this World card is basically saying, hey, it's time to travel. Do a little traveling, because the love of your life could be in another city, another country, another state, but you won't know until you get to moving around. All right? So for obstacles and challenges, some of my Pisces are dealing with heartbreaking situations right now. And this could be family matters. This could also be money matters. This could be love matters. But I would urge you to just really focus on yourself, get yourself right, and remain hopeful, because the way that things are now is not the way that it always will be. All right? Alrighty, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. So for career, money, health, love, obstacles, and challenges, we got some info. So let's get into it. So for career and money, we have Page of Cups. If you're an entrepreneur, that Page of Cups could state that you are seeing new ways to make money, new services that you can offer. But this will be a bit of an investment on your part and possibly in yourself. Okay. So throughout your journey of learning these new skills, there could be a really big opportunity that pops up for you to use these skills before you're even done getting them. But the kicker is that you're already good enough to complete it, so that is money in the bank for you, okay? If you work a 9-to-5 job, you are an employee for a company, you could expect like an unexpected bonus, okay? Or you could be gifted like an assistant or something, or get your own office, but it's going to be something that makes your work experience a little bit more enjoyable, but it's going to be unexpected. All right. So for money, this Page of Cups basically states that be on the lookout for little opportunities popping up that do yield money. And this money is not meant to pay bills or do anything profound, but it's money that will pop up for you to have fun and enjoy yourself. Okay. Next, health. We have the 8 of Cups here. So some of my Scorpios will see great results from their health efforts that they have been investing in, okay? If you have been trying to lose weight, this could be the month where you finally hit your dream weight, your goal weight, and you are feeling really good. Some of you literally need to just start walking, okay? Walking around your home, walking around your yard, even walking around the neighborhood if it's safe, because everybody can't get to the gym. But if you can get to the gym and there is a treadmill or something of the such, an indoor track, please partake in it, because you could find yourself feeling really good and energized. And this exercise could not only help transform your body, but it could improve your sleep and lead you to improve your eating habits as well. So Scorpio, those that are already on a fitness journey, keep up, because magic happens this month for you. Love. We have the King of Swords here. So Scorpio, this is a wonderful month to heavily rely on communication and honesty in your relationship or marriage or your situationship, okay? Just make sure you are being completely open and honest, because the other person in which you're involved could offer you a lot of support, or they could really need your support right now, and this could be a very pivotal and important step in your relationship, okay? If you are single, Scorpio, This is the time for you to be really open and honest about what it is you are wanting, okay? You may meet a few new people, but some of those people may not quite align with what it is you're wanting. Like if you're just wanting a situation, the other person may want a relationship. If you want a relationship, the other person may just want a situation. But the King of Swords energy, that honesty, cutting straight to the chase, is really going to save a lot of time. And also, for my couples, that King of Swords states that this is the time for you to cut everyone else out of your business. Make sure you are not allowing anyone else's words or thoughts or discomforts to influence your relationship personally, okay? You put your foot down and you draw that line in the sand, all right? Lastly, obstacles and challenges, we have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Coins. Please forgive me. I'm still looking at that Eight of Cups right there. Oh, that's 2 8. Scorpio, money. This could be a big month for money and manifestation as well, now that I'm seeing those 2 8s. So, like I was saying, with that Eight of Coins there, some of you will be working pretty hard, and you're not necessarily going to only be working hard on your job, in your career, in your business, but some of you, as we go back to the career, will be acquiring a new skill and really learning. So you're kind of putting yourself through like an apprenticeship right now, in which you are just immersing yourself in what's the word that I'm looking for? Bettering yourself, okay? And enhancing your talents, your skills, and your know-how all the way around. So it's looking like a really great month overall for you, Scorpio.